Hello and welcome to Care Plus Live. This week's theme is coping skills, and today's talk is featuring Nivioksa Bruce. Nivi is our director of the school-based services for Care Plus and works very closely with our VP of the department to oversee about 40 clinicians from Care Plus that are in our school districts in the local region. So I invite Nivi to share a message on coping skills today, and I'll pass it over to her.
Thanks, Caitlin, and thank you for having me on today. I'm really excited about this today, especially about talking about coping skills, especially now. This is the time to really exercise those skills. When people think about coping skills, it might seem like something that's, like challenging, or maybe people might think that they don't have those skills, but in reality, we all innately have these skills that we deal with, that we use actually to deal with difficult times or to manage stress or whatever it is. We all have them since we were kids. So the nice thing about coping skills right now in our school-based program is that that's something that our clinicians are doing daily, reaching out to our students or faculty and staff that we work with closely all the time to just ensure that we sort of provide that support that they need, especially during this time. The hardest sort of situation we've seen thus far right now in school-based, it's really connecting our students with our faculty and staff, and even connecting students with us, or connecting faculty and staff with us as well. And when I say us, our clinicians that are out there sort of connecting with them on the phones, via text, email if they need to really sort of feel some sort of normalcy and calm. Part of coping is just making sure that they're able to, really manage that stress well. Our clinicians are helping all of them, the entire school communities, to really decrease the sense of feeling overwhelmed with everything that's coming to them. Again, the hardest part also is that these students and teachers and faculty, they're met with these challenges now to sort of finish out the school year from home, which is so different. And, you can certainly feel some sort of like sympathy towards everyone, especially the students who aren't able to really complete their sports this year, or really graduate with their friends, or really have that social connection that they're typically accustomed to. So really what we're out there is just helping them to remember to, like, even though we are isolated at this time, to stay connected, either with family, with friends, with our clinicians who are contacting them daily, because that will provide a sense of normalcy and support, especially for those who struggle a little bit more with anxiety or depression or even anger, right? Staying connected is one. Really just maintaining routines has been a really large part of clean for our whole school community, really helping parents or family that are taking care of students, and even teachers and faculty, just reminding them, if we keep that same routine, even for us, we have to keep our routine to have some sort of predictability, because when we're faced with any sort of differences in our schedules or in our lives, it will create that stress. So if we have some sort of predictability, we can maintain that routine, that will sort of bring down that anxiety level, or whatever it is that making us feel stressed, and then we can sort of feel calm and sort of adjusted in this very different time, as much as we can feel a little adjusted, right? And sometimes, obviously, I mean, life will always throw you a curveball, and you always have to sort of manage it in some certain way. So really, if you want to sort of change the routine, sort of add something different. I've heard some clinicians really help their parents and students say, like, add something different into your schedule. Make a Friday like a Friday fun day. I know some districts are actually doing that for their students. No academics on Fridays, but they're focusing on like wellness and all sorts of fun things to sort of like ease out the week for them. Also, like taking care of yourself, taking care of your body. There's so many apps out there that you can sort of use to learn some new coping skills. I know for me, I've taken on like meditation for the first time, which has been really great, and that's been through an app. Or again, just connecting with a family, a friend, a staff member, or even if you have the ability to connect with a professional, a mental health professional or some other sort of professional that can sort of help you through this time, that's super helpful. And so that's what our school-based clinicians are doing daily, really reaching out to everyone, providing that support, helping them get through this time, which is, again, super challenging. It is really different, but just reminding ourselves that, we can all get through this by utilizing those little skills that we have, or maybe some new ones that we just learned. One thing I like to tell people all the time, whether it's, the clinicians on our team or anyone else that I'm speaking to, I always like to sort of send a message of, if you have the chance to take a safe walk outside today, just go outside, take a brief walk and come back inside. It's a really good reset. It's a really good way to sort of, I like to say, it's spring outside, go see spring and come back. Again, it's just another way of coping. There's so many different things that you can do, but certainly really tap into those everyday to sort of help you get through that. So that's pretty much it for me, school-based, and that's my sort of coping skills message of the day.
Great. Thank you so much, Nivi. Thank you for taking the time and giving us our inaugural Care Plus Live video. If you're interested, if you're a school district, if you're a teacher, if you're a school administrator looking for extra support at this time, you can reach out to Lorraine Garrig-Mullins, our VP of School-Based Services. Her information is in this post. We also have our admissions team ready and available to connect children, families, adults, individuals to support. So whether that's telehealth services or something more involved in the community, we continue to provide services across the scope of need. So with that being said, the only other piece we'll add here is there is a, speaking of apps, as Nivi mentioned, there's an activity called Coping Skills related to this COVID-19. So we'll put that link in this post as well. If you're a Care Plus participant, you can get an access code from your case manager, clinician, prescriber. If you're a community member, the access code will also be in the post here. So thank you for joining us. Thank you again, Nivi. We'll be back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11:30 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you.